This video is our trip report for the 2-day, 1-night overland trip in Mammoth, Arizona area. We did this trip with Offroad Passport Group in April of 2022. This trip links up 3 trails. All 3 are in the Arizona FunTreks Guide. A link for it is in our description if you want to purchase it.
We start day 1 on the Smelter Wash Trail and then hop onto the Holy Joe Rim Trail to set up camp in the wash for the night. The next day, we head out to Highway 77 and run the Tucson Wash Trail from there. Most of Smelter Wash Trail crosses state trust land, so you will need to get yourself an Arizona state land permit. You can get the $15 individual permit or the $20 family permit. It is good for a whole year.
This trail has a few flexi parts, but one of our members runs stock height and tires on his JK Rubicon. As you will see, good driving is all you need. Here we are approaching the concrete tunnels under Highway 76. I don't think it really matters which tunnel you pick, but you may have to make a hard couple turns depending on which option you choose. Either way, tunnels are always fun.
As we continue on the Smelter Wash, one of our members spotted a Gila monster, so we all stopped to take a peek. We decided to take a short lunch break in a wider area in the Smelter Wash. It was a beautiful spring day and the weather was perfect for a nice picnic. Don't you just love the beautiful yellow blooms on the Palo Verde trees? I always think it's the desert equivalent of the Japanese cherry blossoms.
You will come up on a double culvert that goes under the railroad tracks. Be warned, it is quite a drop on the other side. I know this because I came off the ledge too fast and had to replace our trailer wiring harness. Luckily, only a $30 item, so I bought an extra so that I can be an idiot 2 more times.
You will come up to a gate on your right. It can be a tight right turn to get through it.
I would say this could qualify as a minor obstacle in a JT or other truck.
You will get dumped out into the San Pedro River. It is usually a dry and sandy riverbed.
If by chance there is a good amount of water flow, your best bet is to turn around and get back onto Highway 76 using a side trail at the concrete tunnels. This is an opportunity to open up a tiny bit and have some fun in the sandy wash. But please, stay alert and safe. There can be motorcycles and even hikers out here, so don't go crazy. Damn it, Ryan.
The wash will come up on Copper Creek Road. We turn right onto pavement, then left onto South River Road.
To get to the Holy Joe Rim Trail, we pull off the road just past Cowboy Miller Road on the right. It's a very sharp cutback, so you can see we use large pullover area and spin around and then go through the cattle guards. For me personally, this section got a little more interesting. Up and down the ridge and a couple tight turns was a noticeable difference from the smoother Smelter Wash Trail earlier.
From the Holy Joe Rim Trail, we get an expansive view of the Table Mountain and Holy Joe Peak on your right.
There is also an offshoot you can see here. The guidebook states it is a tougher alternative route that joins back up to the main trail. In case anyone was wondering, this is what happens when a cattle dog sees cattle.
We found a nice wide open area in the wash to set up camp for the night. Dinner for us is zucchini with steak served over salad. Our Tembo Tusk Adventure Scuttle grill is perfect for the job. It is compact and just big enough to make food for 2 people. I found this lid on Amazon that fits perfectly over the Adventure Scuttle. It also comes with a handy loop that I use to hang the lid on our rock slide engineering tailgate table. For cooking steak on the scuttle, I like to stick with simple seasonings, usually garlic, salt, pepper, and some soy sauce. Because of the limited space on the adventure scuttle, I like to cook the vegetables first, scoop them off, and then cook the steak. After the steak is almost done, I will add the vegetables back in to finish cooking. That way everything is nice and warm when served.
So after some good views and food, we all gathered around the fire. This is when mature people would talk about life, family, dreams, and aspirations. Instead, I was being made fun of for taking a very bold stance and claiming that both the movie Fifth Element and Jupiter Rising were great. Apparently, I am alone in my love of the movie Jupiter Rising. So in the morning, I break out my fellow coffee kettle and pour over gear to make some coffee. I'm absolutely spoiled with my coffee. I get my supply from one of the best roasters in Arizona. They're called Pear Cupworks, and they have a shop in Mesa. If I seem like a trustworthy coffee connoisseur and you want to check them out, you can find a link to their site in the description, or a message or comment, and we'll point you to some of the best coffee you will ever have.
We head out on the fun and windy Zapata Wash to find our way to Tucson Wash after we go left on Highway 77.
We turn right just after a small office building onto Camino Rio Road.
Portion of this trail requires Arizona State Trust Land permit, so make sure you purchase and have the permit with you.
This is the same permit that Smelter Trail required.
The first railroad trestle is a popular photo op for this trail. We took some time and got some great photos. Tucson Wash leads you in and out of narrow rocky canyon area. It was fun to see all the different terrain.
Following the trail, we turn right to get out of Tucson Wash and head north towards Tar Wash. Along the way, there are a couple interesting stops to check out. In the bottom of the wash, we are going left. It's a quick side trip to the remains of McKinney Dam.
We turned around after a quick stop at McKinney Dam.
We then turn left back onto the main trail to continue north.
From the main trail, we turned right to go on a side chute to get to the high desert overlook, also known as View Hill.
This is where I learned that cows will chomp down on prickly pear cactus. We head back down the side chute from View Hill and turn right to get back on the main trail and continue north toward Tar Wash.
Along Tar Wash, there are narrow canyons that offer some tight twists and turns with good potential of pinstriping.
There is one section where you have a decent ledge, but again, a stock Jeep can do this all day long. The only real danger here is not telling the driver you put a camera on the ground and them nearly running over it.
That is all for our trip report for the 2-day, 1-night overlanding trip in the Mammoth, Arizona area. Again, we can't say enough great things about the Offroad Passport group. We have a link to their club website in the description if you want to check them out.
I'm going to ask you to like and subscribe, whether you liked it or not, because we desperately need more Jeep parts.
And Zira would like to go on more trail rides.